on the season. And speaking of the Sixers, we have some breaking news coming out of Philadelphia this evening. It's bringing our NBA insider, Shams Charania. And Shams, there was an altercation evidently between Joel Embiid and a member of the media there in Philadelphia after the game. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Michael, so from what I'm told, essentially right after the game tonight in Philadelphia, the Grizzlies beat the 76ers, as we just saw right there. And Joel Embiid, and a columnist who recently wrote a column on Joel Embiid and referenced his late brother and his son, they got into a verbal back and forth. They had an emotional moment in that locker room, and it turned into a physical altercation. From what I'm told, Joel Embiid shoved that columnist, and now sources tell me, and a league spokesperson tells me, that the NBA has commenced an investigation into the situation. They're aware of the reports, and they are starting an investigation into Joel Embiid shoving a columnist and getting into a physical altercation with a columnist in the locker room. I'm told that there was a lot of yelling, and then security, other members of the team got involved in that situation to break it up. But Joel Embiid got into a physical altercation, shoving a columnist in the postgame locker room tonight.
Obviously an unfortunate incident anytime you have players and members of the media or anyone get into any type of physical confrontation. But we've seen the frustration starting to grow there in Philadelphia, Shams, as of late. Obviously with the fan base upset that, the team is now 1-4. Neither Embiid nor Paul George have played. We heard Embiid give his remarks talking about the fans earlier. He felt a little disrespected how they treated him based on what he's done for them. But the real question is, when will he and or Paul George be back on the court for the Sixers and see if they can turn this thing around?
Joel Embiid has been ramping up. On Friday, he did his third 5-on-5 scrimmage over the last week, but that was the first time he did 5-on-5 with all of his teammates. And from everything I'm told, this is a step in the right direction for Joel Embiid. It's expected that he is going to be back sooner rather than later for the 76ers. But of course, without him, they have not gotten off to a great start this season. They're struggling. They've had multiple routes over the last week, and they need him back. Paul George also went through 5-on-5 on Friday, and there is optimism on his status as the team goes on the road on this road trip for both Embiid and Paul George. But after tonight and another investigation, the league has already investigated the 76ers for their player participation policy situation. The fact that they've sat Joel Embiid to start the season and what went into that. They got fined $100,000. And now the NBA is commencing another investigation into him getting into a physical altercation, shoving a columnist in the locker room.
And again, things are not well in Philadelphia. Shams Charania with the very latest in an physical altercation involving Joel Embiid and a member of the local media there in Philadelphia. Shams, appreciate it.